Hi, good morning all. Myself Dr. Gunakala, currently working as Associate Professor in Wings Business School, Tirupati. In this session, we are going to learn the introduction to financial management. The learning outcomes of today's session to know financial management, to know objectives of financial management. Financial management means planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the financial activities such as procurement and utilization of funds of the enterprise. Simply, the planning and controlling of firm's financial activities we call it as a financial management. How best the company they are utilizing the funds in the organization we call it as a financial management. In this financial management cycle, we can clearly know how the financial department will be working. So here the financial department they are analyzing, they are proposing what are the financial requirements which is having by the organization. So based upon the requirement, here the department they are giving their priority. So based upon the priority which was given by the financial department, they are allocating the funds. Here the allocation of the funds based upon the availability of the funds which is having by the organization. After the allocating the funds, here the department they are going to completely monitoring and then safeguarding. The safeguarding in the sense whether the funds will be properly utilized by the company or the department or not. So for example, if I want to take here the government they are proposing the contract. For that the bidders they are entering into the contract, they are going to putting their money. Once the contractor they are entering into the contract, the government or the particular contract providing agency they are giving the time limit, either it may be 1 year or 2 years. So on or before the particular time duration, they have to accomplish the particular work or task. Similarly, here the company they are providing the funds. For that they are having the minimum task. So whether the task will be fulfilled by the particular fund or not, that's why I am going to call the budget proposal. So after monitoring, the financial department they can generate the report which is useful to the top level management to take the decision on upcoming basis. So here the some of the objectives of the financial management. The first one will be the mobilization of the funds. The mobilization of the funds, here how the company they are pooling the funds. The pooling the funds for the company they are having three kinds of resources. One is equity, another one is the debt, and then the third one will be the preference shares. After pooling the funds, here the financial management department they are having the another objective, that's an utilization of the funds. So utilization of the funds, how best the company they are utilizing the funds in their organization. Similarly, earning more profits. So here the company they are having two kinds of the choices. After getting the profit, the company they can go for the dividend payout policy or they can go for the retention policy. The dividend payout policy in the sense what are the amounts which is earned by the organization they can distribute in the form of the dividend to their shareholders, or instead of the distributing the money or instead of distributing the profits, here the company they can go for the retention purpose. Retention purpose in the sense if the company they are converting their net profits into the investment, they can able to increase the profits for the upcoming years. So here the company they are always thinking on that. So is there any wastage which is happening in the organization? How can we reduce those wastages? Or it may be any form of the time gap in the production layout. So how to we are going to minimize the time gap? Is there may be excess of the raw material which is maintained by the organization? So how can we reduce the excess of raw materials? So like that, how best we are going to utilizing the resources in the organization to generate the more and more profits. Similarly, here the companies they are always look after for the liquidity management. The liquidity management here the company they are having the standard ratio. The liquidity ratio of the organization will be 1:1. That is, if the company they are having 1 rupee as a debt, the company they need to maintain 1 rupee as a asset. So here the company they are maintaining excess of the liquidity, they couldn't have any sort of the benefit in the organization. So if the company they are having excess of the liquidity or whether they are under the lack of liquidity, that's also they can know while maintaining the proper financial management. Similarly, here the company they can go for the maximizing the shareholders wealth. So how best the company they are going to maximizing the shareholders wealth? The shareholders wealth or value maximization or wealth maximization will be the similarity. The shareholders wealth in the sense Here there is a public, what they are doing, they are investing their money in the company. So for that, each and every share they are having their own value. Here the people, they are always look after what is the purchasing price of the particular share and what is the current market price of the particular share. If the share value of the particular company will be increasing, the wealth of the shareholder is also increasing. Similarly, the company's overall wealth is also increasing. Similarly, how much of the reserves which is going to maintained by the company. So if there may be any sort of the uncertainty, whether the company they are having whether the company they are having that much of capability to face the uncertainty. For example, the recent situation which is faced by the entire world, called as the universe. So it's like the COVID pandemic situation. So most of the companies, and those are especially SMEs, small medium enterprises, MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises, they are facing a lot of struggles. They are unable to survive. So, if the companies they are having the proper reserves, they can survive in any kind of the pandemic situations. Similarly, how best we can increase the overall efficiency. So, for increasing the overall efficiency, first of all, we have to know what is the present status of the organization, whether the company they are surviving under the profits, whether the company they are facing any sort of the losses. So based upon the status of the organization, we can know how best we can increase our efficiency. Similarly, while maintaining a well financial management in the organization, we can generate the goodwill. You know that one of the biggest scandal in the India, like a certain scandal. The backdrop of the case is the completely the financial problems. So, if the company they are maintaining the transparent of the record, the transparent of the financial system, ultimately the company they are having their own goodwill. These are the fundamental objectives of the financial management. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, kindly subscribe. Thank you. Thanks a lot.